This is the Taccam Fisheye. What's different from the Taccam Fisheye and other Taccams? Let's start with loop recording. Loop recording is a cool new feature to Taccam Fisheye that allows you to record continuously and only save what you want. What I mean by that is after that giant catch or exciting moment, simply push the button and it's going to mark the video and back save the information or the video that you actually want to keep. This new feature makes it really easy to go back through your videos and find the ones you're really looking for. Along with loop mode, there's also two other modes preset on your fisheye. The other is standard video mode, which is going to allow you to record and pause, just like a standard camera. Fisheye also comes with a time-lapse mode. Time-lapse mode is great for setting up over your boat or over the fire pit. When recording in time-lapse, the video that you're gonna get is gonna be a fast movie of the event that you filmed. So if you film for 3 hours, it's gonna condense that down and play it back super fast, creating a really cool effect. When you order the Taccam Fisheye, you're also gonna get the Taccam head mount. The head mount comes with a universal adapter. The universal mount is going to allow you to mount your Taccam Fisheye to a variety of action camera mounts. The fisheye is also compatible with our Taccam remote system. That's going to allow you to sync 5 fisheye cameras up to the remote so you can record all your angles with the simple push of one button. I think you're really going to enjoy the Taccam Fisheye, so check out the Taccam Fisheye and some of the other features at taccam.com.
Hey everybody, AJ McCorder here, your tournament director for the Hobie Bass Open Series, anchored by Power Pole, and we have wrapped up day 1 across Wisconsin, pools 7, 8, and 9 of the Mississippi River. Today was a good day fishing. For many of you guys on the river, there was over 530 fish submitted, over 60 limits, and a strong mix of both largemouth and smallmouth. Almost everyone had a ton of vegetation all over their boats and fish. It looked like it was definitely what most of you all expected when you came out here to the Mississippi River. Just a few notes. Please make sure to use the check-in and out feature. Go ahead and check out if you haven't for day 1, and please check in and out tomorrow. We just need you to check out at the end of the day. It's very important for us and your safety. We want to know that you're safe and off the water, especially after day 2. Today, I mean, a lot of great pictures, guys. I just really appreciate all the great pictures. There was very few violations of our rules, and we communicated with everyone as good as we could on that. I appreciate you all for that. It will also help maximize the score you're supposed to attain with each fish if you do it all correctly. It's just stuff that we don't have to worry about. You're going to need every quarter inch tomorrow, that's for sure. Tomorrow, the times are the same as day 1. So you can leave your launch area at 5:30 a.m. First cast is at 6 o'clock. You get to fish until 3. Your picture has to be taken before 3:01. So you have that full minute to get your picture taken. And then submissions must be in by 4 o'clock. Please submit early and often throughout the day. You all did really good today, but I know there's plenty of you guys that had service and could have submitted earlier. We'd really appreciate you guys helping us out to do that. Also, the folks that like to submit all 5 of their fish at one time definitely puts a little extra pressure on us as the judges. And, sometimes it can put a lot on the system when we're already a little backed up. So we definitely appreciate you guys that instead of saving it to your live well, just go ahead and save it to the leaderboard. Let us go ahead and judge it. Make sure that that fish is good and ready to go. Just little things that help us throughout the day. I know that for some of you guys, that's strategy, or you like to put all 5 in at once. But we would appreciate if you could turn them into us as you catch them. Between 3 and 4 tomorrow, we will be messaging the top 11 anglers to come back to the headquarters, and we will send the address for the meet spot. It should be right where we had our drive-through check-in yesterday. There's an outdoor pavilion out there that we're probably going to use, but if that changes, we'll let you know. We will also message the Bass and Big Bass winner and the Dakota Lithium's Power Moves winner to come back. The Dakota Lithium's Power Moves is for the angler that makes the largest jump from day one to the final day. They will win a Dakota Lithium's Power Box. It's a great accessory for inside and out of the kayak, keeps you powered up, and all the things that you're going to need with that system. The current Bass and Big Bass is a 19.5 absolute tank of a smallmouth caught by Minnesota angler Joey Vanyo. It will be really interesting to see if anyone can beat that fish tomorrow. There are only a few fish in the 19-inch range today, and they were mixed of green and brown variety. So we're going to dive in kind of on our top anglers. So holding down the top spot with 85.5 inches, we've got Eric Fletcher. We're actually going to get to talk to him here in just a little bit. Right behind him, though, super close, is Derek Jin from Wisconsin, 85.25. He submitted 9 fish today. Definitely was culling and active on the system. Richie McMichael from Kansas has 83.75. He also submitted a bunch of fish today. Had 5 culls for 10 total fish. Matt Hines from Iowa, really solid limit. Stayed on him all day, 83 inches. Adam Reiser from Tennessee, 82.75. So it is really close up there in the top 5. Now you're followed in the next few anglers. You got Matthew Brannon, Russ Snyders, Zach Humphreys, Guillermo Gonzalez, and Dylan Lowry rounding out the top 10. So some really strong anglers in our top 10 and just a mix from all over the country. Kind of interesting to see so many folks from outside of this area coming in and working this fishery over pretty good on day one. But, the top 16 anglers are all over 80 inches, so that lets you know how close it is. And then the next 26 anglers are all over 75 inches. So pretty much what I'm saying is tomorrow is going to be a slugfest. No lead is safe. Everyone with a limit is in the hunt to get into a paid place tomorrow. And everyone else in this event is in a position to make a good run at some far wide Angler of the Year points that are going to be extremely valuable over this event and the final event on Lake Pickwick next month out of Counce, Tennessee. So we're going to take a quick break and bring in our day one leader, Eric Fletcher, and then get you guys the day 2 ID code.
I've made my living on the water for over 20 years.
For 14 years.
For over 23 years.
I've worn a bunch of different clothing brands over the years.
Some companies big.
And some companies small.
All of them said they were making clothing for us.
But none of them knew us.
None of them were us.
Except for one.
Except for one.
Except one.
AFCO.
AFCO.
AFCO. AFCO.
Fishing isn't part of us. It is us.
Eric, welcome into the day one recap, man, and you are sitting on top of the leaderboard. That's got to be exciting. How you feeling?
It's a good day. I fished an area that I didn't pre-fish at all the first 2 days I was here. Looked at Google Earth last night and studied it for a couple hours and said that looks a lot better to me than what I'd been fishing. So I rolled the dice and got up and hit a new spot. Fresh open water for the first time.
Nice, man. That's kind of a lesson in, sometimes pre-fishing isn't finding the fish. Sometimes it's eliminating water, and you definitely eliminated some water and put yourself in a position to go swing for the fences and definitely hit a few out of the park, man. You had really big fish, comparatively to the rest of our field. But, Tourney X only showed that you submitted 5 fish. So, were you just on 5 fish? Did you get 5 of the right bites, or did you find some smaller fish too?
I actually, the smallest fish I caught was 14. I think it was probably the second fish I put in the boat today. I lost 2 really nice fish late this afternoon, which would have pushed me probably I'd have definitely called the 14. It would have probably been 19 plus, and probably would have dropped my 17-inch as well. Biggest thing was I had to fight off muskie all day. I caught 14 muskie today. They just tore me up, wouldn't leave me alone.
Wow. Yeah, they can be aggressive when they get fired up. That's wild, man. That's incredible. What do you think, your spot going into day 2 tomorrow? Are you going to go to a new area on a whim, or are you going to go back and see if that spot can be magic for you again?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to where I fished today. I think it's got a pretty good pattern that I established with the fish. I kind of picked a couple of different times where they got heavy feeding. I know there's more fish in there than what I caught today. And like I said, I lost a couple of really nice big fish late this afternoon. I think the weather will be a little bit better tomorrow from where I was fishing. It's kind of windy today and blew me around out on the river a little bit, but definitely looking forward to tomorrow.
Absolutely, man. Well, here you are sitting on the top spot on the brink of a over $6,200 paycheck and potentially a qualifier for the Tournament of Champions on Lake Eufaula this November out of Eufaula, Alabama. How's that feel, man? You got to have a lot of kind of excitement, positive juices flowing. What's your mindset right now? Are you able to stay calm and prepare? Are you exhausted? Where are you at right now?
I'm exhausted after today. And then, I drove in from Pennsylvania. It's a 17-hour drive. Spent 2 days on the road there. So, thank my beautiful wife, Carmina, who let me escape from the house for a week. Excited about tomorrow. And this goes back to from a little boy with my dad, fishing tournaments, growing up in a bass boat. Thank God he taught me for the love of fishing and love of outdoors. And I've been telling him one of these days, maybe it's all going to pay off. And if I could cash a paycheck for that, it'd be nice.
Absolutely, man. Well, you put yourself in a better position than anyone else. You've got the lead going into day 2, but it's a slim lead. Tomorrow's going to be one of those days where you just don't have a lot of room for error. Not just you, any angler out there. When you look at this field going down, it is tight, and a big bite is going to matter for anybody trying to take your lead or move up in the ranks. And when you start looking at those anglers that are below you, that's what it's all about. It's all about having some a couple big fish mixed in there and separating themselves from that lower 80s, upper 70s range. So is there anything you're doing different that's kind of separating yourself in that? Is it technique, or is it just you think you're in the right area to make it happen?
I think I stumbled across an area today, established the pattern of what they're doing, stuck to my guns on, hanging in there with diligent about really picking out some good spots, fishing slow. And like I said, I think there's a lot of fish still in that area. And I think I can go back in there tomorrow and definitely do what I did today, and if not better.
Awesome, man. Well, we never know what day 2 or the next day is going to present us. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to just tell everybody, give home a shout out and thank any friends, family, sponsors, or anybody that you want to that helps you, travel across the country and participate in events like this.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely want to thank my wife, Carmina, for putting up with me and letting me do the things I love to do and be gone for a week on the road. My mom and dad for their support, always calling and checking on me, making sure I'm safe on the road. And hey, I don't have any sponsors, so if I can win a tournament, I can get a lot of open space on my Hobie, and on my car, I can get some stickers on there.
There you go, man. Well, you're in a position moving into day 2 to stay in everybody's minds and winning this thing, holding the big checks. Definitely provided some opportunities for folks in the past, so we can't wait to see who's going to raise that check up tomorrow. Eric, I appreciate you joining us tonight, buddy. Go get some rest. You got a big day ahead of you tomorrow, and we can't wait to see how day 2 shakes out.
All right, thanks, AJ. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. So before we sign off of here tonight, what you guys need to do, go ahead and get your day 2 ID. You can either use the backup ID or the one that says day 2 on it. I had this one available to me, so I went ahead and wrote on it. Get a Sharpie. You want to make this thick if possible, but it's W9I. W9I is the identifier that is going to need to be in every single picture that you take tomorrow. If I can't read these letters and numbers, I'm not going to be able to count your picture. Write them upside down, write them in the corners, wherever you want to put that. I have to see that number to count your fish tomorrow. I will be sending that out in an email with a full pay scale to all of the anglers. It'll go to your TourneyX email. We will also have it on hobiebos.com a little bit later this evening, and it will also be on the Facebook group page. We'll have a wrap-up post on Hobie fishing, so make sure you look out for that. Share everything up today. Get people excited. They are following you, sharing this event, posting it into KBN and other groups. They are excited about this event, even though they couldn't be here. So give them the content that they're looking for that gets them jacked up to watch you guys hammer on the Mississippi River going into day 2. Remember to hashtag HobieBOS and explore La Crosse. You guys get some rest. Be safe tonight. Be safe on the water tomorrow. Let me know if you need anything. Have some fun with this thing. We cannot wait to see how day 2 shakes out. Thank you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.